who has to live by it, he finds this constitution holding him back to do many things.
Okay.
And to us, that is the only safeguard we have as a people, because at least there's something that's holding back these ambitious leaders of ours from running. Does that stop them from doing things that are extra constitutional? No, they do. But that doesn't stop us from calling it out and saying that is unconstitutional.
Okay.
And perhaps that's the safeguard that we have.
All right. You know, you heard Barrack say that I am dressed in their colors. By this, I did not know whether he was referring to the colors of Butere girls, because anyway, we understand that they have a maroon somewhere.
Yes.
If at all this is. Or he was talking about his DNA party, he's the secretary
we
general.
don't even know what the colors of
the reason why I'm actually bringing up this point is for him to actually tell us what exactly he meant. But then, when you talk about politicians that can never have the interest of the people, no matter what, is an indictment to basically what he believes in, I would want to say. Because he sat here to tell us that they're going to bring us an option of better politicians that are going to change the nation, better politicians that are committed towards the cause of making sure that the people, the citizenry, and the nation itself is in good shape. So when you say that there's no single politician we can trust, I don't know whether Barrack then still has stamina to stand and face the nation and tell us that they're going to bring us something different.
I'll be here when he has presented us with candidates, and I'll be telling him, this candidate of yours here is not for our good. And that's my role. I'll wait for him when he has presented. So as a political player or as a secretary general of a party, he might succeed in giving us a breed of different people. He might. But that will not stop us from calling them to account and holding them to account.
That's true.
So basically what we're saying here is that there is, and Machiavelli was very right about it, that when you want to win the hearts of men and women, you appear to them to be having their interest in mind, when it's actually your interest that you are pursuing. Because remember, a politician has to go out of their way to spend their money to get into power.
They must have the money back.
Yeah, they have. It's not that they love you.
Are we telling the nation to as well?
First of all, Dr. Olo misquotes Niccolo Machiavelli. In the environment in which Niccolo Machiavelli operated, women did not exist.
Isn't?
Yes,
we've read,
women did not exist. In fact, in the environment in which all those people, John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Montesquieu, Voltaire, Diderot, where they operated, women did not exist. Let us keep on reminding ourselves of these realities, that even in the United States of America, women just started voting in the last century. Even in the United Kingdom, women started voting only after the First World War, because of the contribution that they had made in supporting the Allied effort.
So we say they existed in silence.
They resonated in the echoes of silence. In the echoes of silence.
I hear you.
But the other thing which we must make us a very clear distinction is one between politicians and statesmen. I agree with him about the things he says of politicians, and I distance myself from that lot of people. I do not consider myself to be a politician. I consider myself to be a statesman.
But he's playing the game of politics?
A statesman thinks about the next generation. The politician thinks about the next election. So I am thinking about the next generation. And as I think about the next generation, one of the thoughts foremost on my mind is that I should advise myself to refrain from offering myself as a candidate for any of the seats. I should organize that political space. I'm also what you'd call an experimental ideologist, that I believe in certain ideas about the state, the ideal state, how it should be organized, the people who should get into that space to organize it. And Plato of ancient Rome was very right about philosophers. That philosophers know how nations should be ruled, how society should be governed, but they also don't like being the ones to get there to do it.
Right.
Although he also then turns around and says, but philosophers should be the kings, and the kings should be philosophers. I will be a king in my own way by making kings. A king.
The irony is that even Plato admitted that that was not happening.
Okay.
And Aristotle and others said, wait a minute, that was idealistic. The reality is that the riffraffs have their say.